Warships, Dry Dock. Warspite is a Queen Elizabeth-class battleship that survived both World Wars and was awarded the largest number of battle honours of all Royal Navy ships throughout its entire history. Rewatch our previous Dry Dock episodes now, in addition to enlightening stories about World of Warships ships. They provide even more benefits. You'll find a bonus code in the video description to activate a discount coupon. It allows you to purchase premium ships with a 15% discount. Find the complete list of applicable ships on our website. Only one coupon can be used per account to purchase a ship from the list. In 1912, the new First Lord of the Admiralty, Winston Churchill, insisted that after completing a series of battleships with 343mm main guns, the next series should be laid down with 381mm guns and oil boilers. The first promised a decisive breakaway from Japan, the USA and Germany, which had only just begun creating ships with 356mm main guns at that time. The second would make it possible to achieve a higher speed compared to conventional super dreadnoughts and create a high-speed squadron of the Navy's battleship forces. The risk was that the new weapon hadn't been tested, and there was no previous experience in operating propulsion plants of this type on such large ships. However, the decision fully justified itself. The 381mm Mark I gun became one of the most successful heavy guns of the Royal Navy. Armed with 8 such guns in 4 turrets, Warspite entered service in March 1915 and became the second of 5 battleships of her type. She was part of the Grand Fleet throughout World War I. Together with 3 sister ships, she participated in the Battle of Jutland. Given the early decommissioning of the previous battleship classes and a long pause in the construction of new ones amid the restrictions imposed by the 1920 and 1930 naval treaties, the Queen Elizabeth-class battleships became the backbone of the Royal Navy during the interwar years. Thus, they were significantly upgraded. In the mid-1920s, Warspite got anti-torpedo side bulges. Her 2 funnels were also combined into one to reduce smoke volumes. In 1934 to 1937, the battleship had her propulsion plant replaced with a new upgraded one. Horizontal armour was strengthened, a catapult with a seaplane was installed, turrets were upgraded to increase the firing range of the main guns, and new AA guns were installed. 4 102mm twin turrets and 4 octuple 40mm pompons. In 1939, Warspite became the flagship of the home fleet. She actively participated in the Norwegian campaign, where she sank 2 German destroyers during the Battle of Narvik in April 1940. From May, the battleship was the flagship of the Mediterranean Fleet, and during the Battle of Calabria, with the Italian main forces in July, she managed to damage the battleship Giulio Cesare with a direct hit from a phenomenal distance of 13 miles. In 1941, Warspite led the fleet in the victorious March battle at Cape Matapan, but she was damaged by German aircraft during the battles for Crete in May and was sent for repairs in the USA until December. There, the battleship's AA defences were reinforced with a dozen 20mm Oerlikons and radar equipment was installed. The ship is represented in our game in this specific configuration. After that, Warspite operated in the Indian Ocean for a year and then in the Mediterranean Sea from the summer of 1943, supporting the landing of Allied troops in Italy. Here the ship was heavily damaged, this time by a German wonder weapon, a guided aircraft bomb. The veteran returned to service in the spring of 1944 and covered the landing and advance of Allied troops in France and the Netherlands, despite suffering damage from a mine explosion. The battleship was sent to the reserve only in February 1945. In World of Warships, Warspite is a British Tier 6 premium battleship.